I'm the ball boy.
Let's go.
You're on the court now. How about we get some doubles action going here, and we can all get involved in this last one.
Let's do it.
Bad Omens have released Concrete Jungle, the OST. So this is a deluxe album like no other. The send-off, yeah. We got 26 songs here.
Jeez.
27.
I mean, yeah, I guess. And then, but like, do you count like the C projects? Like, are those songs or are those?
So
Whatever.
let's get into that. Actually,
Okay.
somebody has deciphered those. Let me read it. Let me read it. So apparently, if you play them all backwards, it comes out with this message: "Hello, friend. If you found this message, you've completed the game. You don't have to hide any longer. You must be wondering, was it all a dream? Maybe, or a nightmare? If so, do you finally see yourself? Are you satisfied with what you see? Do you feel love? You're nothing more than human. You break, you mend, you do your best to blend in with the madness, with the white noise. You are home now. But if you want me to leave, I must leave. There's nothing left of me to give. I will see you again someday. Goodbye, friend."
And I think
That's
if
Noah
that's
saying-
all true,
That's Noah saying goodbye to the album.
I
yeah,
think so.
that's a send off to this era of Bad Omens.
I agree.
And I mean, if you're gonna close it off on a note, I mean, this is one hell of a way to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been a deluxe album quite like this.
Is it even a deluxe album? This is like
Is it
the
even? Yeah.
It doesn't even like.
This is just a love letter to the album as a
Yeah.
whole.
I think that in an era of deluxe editions that don't hit the mark, this is almost like a middle finger to them. It's like, okay, well,
Yeah, well,
I mean, bands aren't Bad Omens, but bands can do more because fucking look at
Yeah.
this. Like,
yeah. Bad Omens is one of the bands. I think one of the only bands I can think of at the moment that have had, prior to this, have had deluxe songs that are better than the original album. With the Finding God Before God Finds Me deluxe.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. I'm actually, I'm very much inclined to say that. And even some of the songs on here, I feel like are better than the weaker songs off The Desolate Peace of Mind. Do we want to go at this like
In the three
OST,
sections.
section?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how are we feeling about the 9 new songs?
v.a.n is still the best. There are some other good songs. I don't think they're meant to have the same impact as the original album itself. Like, they're supposed to be like, this is kind of a re-release. It's not supposed to be new Bad Omens, so to say. It's supposed to like take influence from The Death of Peace of Mind, and I don't know, I feel like a spin-off almost.
Yep, there's vocal melodies and effects from prior songs.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked how a lot of the songs took pieces from like Artificial Suicide, like "Can You Hear Me Through the White Noise?"
Yeah.
I think that's probably my favorite.
Speaking
reoccurring
of that
part.
one in particular, real quick, that being in the song called "Terms and Conditions," where I feel
That's
like
my least favorite song
I feel
on the
like
album, by the way.
Ugh,
fair.
I'm gonna stream you up in the town square for that opinion.
I think referencing the "Can You Hear Me Through the White Noise" on that song in particular is a really cool touch, because I feel like "Terms and Conditions" it's talking about a lot of like pop culture and how there's a lot of noise going on in the world and disinformation and misinformation, and it's hard to know what's true and what's false. And like, can you read the terms and conditions while
repurposing the lyric?
Yeah, it's repurposing the lyric in a really cool way.
Yeah, I absolutely love this song. It's not long, like it doesn't it overstay its welcome. It was very unexpected too, which was, I think, I've never heard of Bob Dylan before. Maybe it was expected, but to me it wasn't expected. and it absolutely blew my mind. It's still blowing my mind because it's awesome.
Right? No, I never heard of him either, but he fucking killed it.
Yeah.
I literally, I don't think there's a bad, or not for me at least, non-savable song in the first 10 tracks here minus the OST. I think they really genuinely nailed the vibe that they were going for.
What throws me off a little is putting Hedonist in this section,
You know,
as opposed to the remix section.
Yeah, that's fair.
I agree with that, actually.
However, Hedonist Recharged is also
reimagining of the song, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them are, as a lot of the other ones are too.
Hedonist Recharged, I think, is a fantastic modernization of Hedonist.
And it's so, yeah, it is. I don't think it beats the original because they removed my favorite lyric. I'm not going to say my favorite lyric, but everybody knows what it is.
Mm-hmm. Like the OG Hedonist is one of the best songs off of that debut album.
Oh, 100%.
And like, you're not matching that energy with this.
I'm glad it got the spotlight, though. I'm really glad because it is definitely like probably the most underrated Bad Omens song that I absolutely love, and I think it deserves the spotlight.
There's Broken Youth, I think, is the only one I would say is maybe more underrated.
They gave that spotlight when they played it on tour, so.
Okay.
My favorite from this is Anything More Than a Human.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's a really good one. That's my second favorite behind Hedonist Recharged.
The Era feature is so good.
Am I tripping, or is Jesse not on it?
I don't think he is, but
yeah, I don't think he is. I was going to say the same thing. I
he
think
could
it's
be
just
playing
JT.
guitar though.
Maybe.
Let me see.
Honestly, go check the thing.
I mean, JT sounds great, but if you are going to feature Era,
no, he is.
I feel
vocals.
like you should. Okay.
He's on vocals.
I guess we just don't. I guess we just don't have ears. Then.
It's like Where's Waldo, but for Jesse.
It's like he does the post chorus. I want to bleed your love out, and apparently he's in verse 2.
Okay, well I need to go re-listen.
He does verse 1 too by himself.
What? By himself? What do you mean? Huh? No.
It sounds like Noah though. I'm listening.
Yeah, it does sound a lot like Noah.
Apparently that's Jesse though.
How is that?
Shredding.
Unless Genius
Jesse
is wrong.
Cash.
Genius could be wrong.
Oh no, I hear it now. Fuck. That is really close though. Wow, they fucking killed that. Maybe now Anything More Than Human is my favorite song off here. Because
Can we talk about the breakdown in this song as well?
Yeah, fucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the lyricism fits so well with the Death of Peace of Mind. Like, a lot of these songs as well. The lyricism just fits. I don't think v.a.n necessarily, but that fits into their like lore, right? So, I gotta say, I think the drain has gone down in my love for it after hearing a lot of these other songs.
So it's gone down the drain, right?
It's gone down the drain. Joe Justin's on fire.
You wanted to that one.
Holy shit. Digital Footprint is cool. I think they've been playing that at shows, like as like an interlude song, or is it Loading Screen? No, it might be Loading Screen.
The Loading Screen will make sense.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Am I going to be crucified for saying that Loading Screen and Digital Footprint are boring?
Yes.
Apparently, Nick wrote Loading Screen, which is cool. That wasn't like a Noah thing. It's like it's showing that it's like Bad Omens is not just Noah. It's the whole band. I think they showcased that with v.a.n as well. But
Jake, I fucking love Loading Screen. I'm not a huge fan of Digital Footprint.
Digital Footprint is good, but it's too long.
Yeah. That's. I kept waiting for something different to happen, and it never really did. Like enough to draw me in. It's the only one I don't have saved off of the first 10.
I
love Even.
I love
Even is really good.
I love Nervous System more though.
Ooh, I don't agree, but I will respect
Nervous System is my
take.
second favorite.
There's so many fucking good tracks here, dude. the fact that
Bad
these
Omens are just so talented, man.
Yeah,
The entire.
I mean, all
everyone
these
involved.
other artists too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this feels so weird to say because it's like slang that's kind of out of date now, but they like understood the assignment, like seriously. Like every artist that featured on these tracks came in and really owned their parts.
On this section, yes.
Yes.
I'm about to.
So why don't
to
we
the next section?
Yeah, let's go to the next section then, which is how many? 6 tracks? Yeah.
Basically, the reimagined and remixing section.
Yes. So, 1,000 Below did absolutely nothing for me.
Yeah.
I hate to say it.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't even really, like, I didn't, at least in, I think it was the Gray, I didn't hear them at all. Like, it was, the Gray is the sped up one, right? Am I tripping? Or is that Artificial Suicide?
I mean, Artificial Suicide's only 1:53, so it's definitely, like, cut down a lot. But
yeah, it's the Gray. I don't, it didn't do anything for me. It sounded
that's exactly how I feel.
It's fine. I don't not like it. It's just I'd
rather listen to the original.
Yeah, I agree, and especially when there's that's the thing to me is what part of the Gray unzipped is 1,000 Below. If it's sped up to the point where you can't really tell who's singing, then like why even like it's a cool concept, but I don't get it. I don't understand either. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't say.
I
think it might be all 1,000 Below.
I mean, but if it is, then like,
I'm not sure though. I can't find any information on it, so I'm not gonna.
I don't know. Maybe somebody in 1,000 Below is like does production and they change tracks. Like I don't know. It's what.
But let me tell you about the freaking Death of Peace of Mind. We Are Fury patch. I think this is better than the So Willy patch. I'm sorry to say, Derek.
No, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
I love We Are Fury, so it was like a easy layup for me.
Did we talk about the We Are Fury song that came out like a couple months ago?
I don't remember.
I don't know if we did, but it was
I can remember Justin told me last month. I don't remember what the fuck you're talking about 3 months ago.
I can't remember either, but We Are Fury, a band that you've known about since forever, apparently, and I discovered them like last year. Or 2 years ago, I don't even remember. I don't know, man. But I discovered We Are Fury eventually, and you were like, yeah, I already knew about these guys. It's
my EDM side perpetually pulling me forward. I think that both artists did a great job here. I mean, I remember I still like the So Wiley patch better than the other 2 singles, but We Are Fury really, they have a much more dark and sometimes rock-oriented vibe to them, so they understood what to do with like a quote-unquote ideal remix of this song. The same.
I love the delivery on I don't know when in the song it is, but it's Mind, and then it loves the Death of Peace of Mind, and on Mind it goes into like a little synth thing or electronic bit. I love the delivery on Mind in that.
Yeah, that to me is the highlight of this second part, and besides the So Wiley patch, it's the only one of these that I saved. I don't know if I'm alone there.
I added all of these into my reimagined playlist, but I didn't add any of these to my main playlist.
I really liked Just Pretend. I really liked the reimagine of Just Pretend. I didn't think the Bad Decisions one didn't do much for me, honestly.
That was the one that I liked the most, was the Bad Decisions one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That to me, because of how much I love that song, was like more of a letdown on first listen than it probably had any right being. I think I've just listened to the original so much that this feels weird. I'm definitely going to give that and the Just Pretend edits re-listens, because I mean, I've probably listened to both songs like maybe close to 1,000 times at this point. So it's difficult for me to get into a reimagining of them when I'm just comparing them to the original. So I should probably do that later tonight, actually. But yeah, my initial thoughts was they're okay. In fact, I would say they're good. It's just unlike the patches for the Death of Peace of Mind. I don't think that they necessarily bring something new enough to the table that compelled me and drew me in, as opposed to the original. It's like, yeah, I want to save this one in addition to, like, this is doing
that's how I feel with the Just Pretend.
Yeah.
Which I guess definitely the We Are Fury is definitely my highlight of that section.
They fucking killed it.
I guess brings us to the final section.
Yeah, which
the live.
Is normally not something that I feel like really any of us are into. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like none of us ever really mess with the live versions of songs.
Nope.
I actually, fun fact, used to go back and listen to the Ice Nine Kills, the Silver Scream.
Oh yeah,
live versions. That and the Panic at Disco ones.
I think sometimes they can be very good.
It depends on the band.
I think for God, if Sleep Token did it, I'd fucking. Oh my god. So I really enjoyed the Artificial Suicide in this. I don't think anything else really stood out to me. But these are all taken from their European tour earlier this year, I believe.
Yeah, I think they said, what was it, Brussels in Just Pretend?
Yeah, one of them's from Prague as well.
I don't know. I like listened to the opening, and then as soon as the song started, I just started like skipping forward like 30 seconds to see if anything interesting would happen, and then it was just them singing the song. It's like, I've already heard this, so I was mostly in the last section just to see if there was anything new.
I thought the mixes were actually
pretty
decent.
Yeah, I agree. I honestly liked the live. Well, I shouldn't say that. I liked it as much for Nowhere to Go as the original. Yeah. I thought that and the Death of Peace of Mind, besides Just Pretend, were the highlights of this.
I think Artificial Suicide was my highlight.
Is that the one where he said fuck at the very end? Like, there was one of these where he added like a fuck, but at the end of the song or before the final breakdown.
I can't remember. I'm not sure. I think that was. I want to say that's Like a Villain.
You're probably right.
He adds move. I'm pretty sure.
That's probably it.
That's what he says. Move. Yeah, that I like that delivery too, actually. And then I guess we can talk about
the true highlight,
the true highlight of this section.
So how did you guys take that? Was it like a response to Just Pretend, or like another perspective, or like what? Because it seemed to me like it was rehashing a lot of the ideas, but presenting them in a different light and providing.
Dude,
statements.
I fucking wish we got a fucking acoustic section.
Right?
Oh my! After hearing that, I was like, "Oh my god, please!"
I
liked it. I'm glad we didn't, because I think it was more special as its own thing.
I agree. It is very, very special, and the fact that it's hidden makes it even more special.
Is it really hidden?
You didn't find it until we told you, probably.
No, I knew, because it's 9 minutes and 48 seconds long.
I mean, a lot of people are skipping. I really do.
I see that track length, and I'm like, why? I see that v.a.n live is 3 minutes and 39 seconds, and I'm like, okay, that's just a live performance. I see that the Grey live 2024 is 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and I'm like, okay, that's just the Grey live. I see Just Pretend live is 9 minutes and 48 seconds, and that is not Just Pretend live.
You know what? I'm kind of sad, but kind of glad they didn't include on this was the sympathy.
Yeah,
I kind of wish they did, especially with the two.
It would have been a good way to immortalize it.
It would have, but I'm glad that they didn't, because it's more focused on the album.
Yeah,
I almost think that would have worked better on For Keeps.
Yeah,
it would kind of been really cool if
it would have been really cool on For Keeps.
Yeah.
Now I'm imagining a Too Close to Touch version like this. They have like a bunch of remixes, and oh my god.
Don't give me hope.
Yeah, I think the Just Pretend acoustic was really special in my opinion. It made the lyrics hit a lot harder, honestly. Like I love that song because it's catchy and it sounds good, honestly, but the lyrics hit a lot harder hearing it in that light.
Maybe I just haven't gone through enough life experiences to feel anything from that.
Man.
Yeah.
Very much a me problem of not touching grass and talking to people.
But
does that do
overall,
it? Any last comments?
I really think this was a really cool way to do. I don't even know if I would call it a deluxe album, but I don't know what to call it. That's all I can call it. But
I think it's just a really good send off, and I'm a lot of the lyrics and what was transcribed, really send home, from that game, where the surprise of like stardom, I think, definitely weighed a toll on Noah, and you can definitely tell from like a lot of stuff. That's why a lot of the EU shows had to be canceled, just because like the mental strain and everything. And
they've been working so hard, especially
they have, and it's been crazy. And I'm really curious to see where they go from here with this.
Well, I think this is the end of this album cycle. I don't think they're gonna tour on it anymore. I really think we're in the next chapter.
I hope they take like 2-3 years and just relax now that they've sealed it at this point.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure the rumor is 2025 for a new album.
Hopefully.
As much as I would love a new, like, completely original songs Bad Omens album,
the guys need a break.
As long as you fucking need to make it, because they are going to make a masterpiece.
The boys need a break. The fans.
Can they top it though? Can they top
it? That's a damn good question.
I don't think people knew what it was until it started growing. Now that they know what they can do, I think it's going to be top. Thank you, Doc. I'm glad you
agrees.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see where Bad Omens goes from here. Like, as much as I want to believe that they'll be able to top the Death of Peace of Mind, it almost feels like this has become like a cornerstone of the genre. It's like there was pre the Death of Peace of Mind, and now we are living in a post the Death of Peace of Mind world sort of thing. Like, are they going to be able to do it again and make something that is just as influential? I don't know.
Well, then we have...
Like, I know Derek was saying, like, in 2022 with Stand Atlantic dropping Fear, like, how do you top that? Like, I think it's possible in this case, but, like, with how much impact that this album has had over the past 2 years, it is a tall order to try and do it again.
I think the only way to do it, at least for them, is to make like I'm gonna say this, but you guys might not agree, like a color decay. Like something that, like the Death of Peace of Mind, to me is a collection of very, very, very good songs. But I don't think it's necessarily cohesive as like a whole.
Which is why it got number 2.
Exactly.